this is Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I'm back to you. I'm following up on a video that I did talking about the declaration page and the information that's found within the declaration page. One of the things that I wanted to get into now is the deductible. Some policies, and we're seeing more and more, have actually what's known as a two-tier, that's what I call it, a two-tier deductible. And what I mean by that is you have one deductible that takes care of all the main perils, and then there will be one peril that has been removed and is isolated and has a special deductible. And that is usually regarding either like wind/hail, or hurricane. Usually wind-related situation. Usually with hail, you're also getting winds as well. But anyway, so now here, I put this together. This is like a mock sheet. Can we see what that says? All right. This is section 1, and that's what we get involved with. On the declaration page, you have section 1 and 2. This is now section 1. We don't get involved with 2. And you have A, B, C, and D, dwelling, other structures, personal property, loss of use. And then you see here we have different dollar values. And you notice what's the biggest one? Right there, right? At $348,000. Now, under somewhere you're going to have the deductible. In this case, your deductible is $1,000 for all your main perils. Now, this is a special hurricane deductible, and it's written a lot of times like that, or it will say hurricane deductible or something, and it's got 4%. You know, this was already a dollar value that told you, and this is 4%. Now, one thing I find very interesting is I've never seen a policy where you find the deductible for the main perils either right under it or beside it, below, well, below is the same, right above it, you'll see the other deductible. It's somewhere else on the page, either front or back. It's not right there with the other one. I don't know why, but it just isn't. As I say, I've never seen a policy yet where they have the two deductibles put together. But regardless, that's the importance of going through your declaration page and looking for things. From the top line, and we just go down and read, right? What's it say? So let's get focused on this. That hurricane deductible. Now it's 4%. Okay, now 4% of what? Well, raise your hand, okay? I'm sorry? You in the back. What do you think it's? I can't hear you. I still, this isn't going to work. Forget it. I'll just tell you, okay? All right. This 4% deductible here is, well, let me say this. What most homeowners think is it's 4% on what the damage was. Okay, and that makes perfect sense. You know, this was the damage I suffered from the hurricane, so this 4% gets applied to that. Well, if that's true, that would be pretty neat, because in this case, 4% on, let's say, $15,000 worth of damage from the hurricane, you're looking at $600 deductible. I mean, that's a lot better than what the main deductible is there, right? That's great. But you know what? That's not what it's on. That's not how it works. Now we're waking up. I better pay attention. Now he's saying something. What is it then? This 4% deductible is actually going to go against the dwelling. That number, that $348,000, which is the biggest number on this declaration page, right? How about that? Does that sound very fair? I don't think so. But that's the way it's structured. So again, let's use that example. You have $15,000 worth of damage from that hurricane. But because it was a hurricane, the hurricane deductible will apply. And that deductible is 4%. Well, the 4% is going to go against the dwelling. Has nothing to do with what the damage that actually occurred. This is just what you're going to have to pay first. Or let's say this is your part of the responsibility, the financial responsibility. You're responsible for the first 4% of this figure, and then anything over that to the $15,000 is what the insurance company pays. So what is that figure? Well, 4% of $348,000 is $13,920. So of the $15,000 that you sustained of damage, the first $13,920 you're going to have to pay. Well, you weren't planning on that, were you? That was a real eye-opener. But that's how it works. And if you don't go through your declaration page and look to see if you have this, you may find yourself in that situation someday where you've had damage and now they're going to apply this hurricane deductible against your dwelling. And I've actually saw one a while back where the deductible was $24,500. The damage was just over $17,000. Guess what? There wasn't 1 cent paid because they did not satisfy their deductible. You want to talk about a rude awakening? You want to talk about being shocked and surprised? That was shocked and surprised. But that's what happens. That's what's on that declaration page. Again, it's imperative. You need to go over that policy and see what coverage. Now, how do we do that? You don't understand it. I understand. I'm here to help you. I have the training. That's the only reason why I can do this, because I've gone through the training. I've already gone through to understand these things. I'm in that type of business, you know. It's when you go to a dentist and you say your toothaches, you know, he looks at it and you say, well, doc, you know, is it just a filling? It's just a filling. No, the root's dead. We need to actually go and pull it. The tooth is turning black. He's the professional. He knows the inside and outs of that. You don't. You know, you're just guessing. Well, guessing can come back and bite you pretty good. That's not the way to do things. You want to be able to know. And when there's somebody offering a service to help you free of charge, that's kind of silly if you're not going to take advantage of it. So this all comes down to that policy review that you always hear about. So I'm offering that. I will come out and take a look, or if you're a real distance away, email me your policy. I'll be glad to take a look. I'll go over it with you on the phone. We'll go back and forth, and I'll explain to you just what your coverage is. And if I see something that's exposing you to something horrible, we're going to tell you. I don't sell insurance. That's the other guys. But what I do is I understand insurance, and I want to get, what we're trying to do is we're trying to be proactive. Let's see what types of issues can come in and affect you, and will your policy handle them? Do you have the coverage for these different case scenarios? And if you don't, then get it. I can give you suggestions. It's up to you to call your agent and ask, well, I don't have this. I would like to endorse that. This is too high. Let's lower this. And if they don't want to play ball, bye-bye. There's hundreds and hundreds of insurance companies out there. You can shop. I can tell you different brokers to call. There's nothing in it for me. Well, there is. You caught me. I want to help you. I want to get credit for helping you. I want you to say, Steve's my go-to guy. You know, there's a colleague of mine, I won't mention his name, but he always talks about, I would love to be known as, I got a guy. It's a perfect saying, but that guy is when you're in a bind, when you're in a pinch, when you need help. You want to know that guy, and I want to be that guy. So please, listen to what I'm saying. I can definitely provide a service for you. Doesn't cost a cent. We're just looking at your policy. I want to get you ready so that in the event I do go and have to handle something for you because you've just suffered some type of a loss, I want to make sure that your policy has coverage that we're going to be able to do something and get you paid on it. Or do you want to sit there twiddling your thumbs like this, right? And you're not going to get a dime because you don't have that coverage. Happens all the time. Think about what I'm saying. It makes sense. Guys, I appreciate you listening. Please take a look at things, get in contact with me. And all right, you don't want to talk to me, that's fine too. Go talk to reach out to another public adjuster and let them go over this with you. Not a problem. I'm happy to do that, but if you'd be more comfortable to talk to somebody else, that's fine. I've got no issues with that. I just want you to make sure that you've prepared yourself in the event something happens. I mean, you took the first step, you have insurance. Now, I know, because you have a mortgage, the mortgage company tells you you have to have it on there. Well, that's true, but the bottom line is you took the first step that you have coverage. Wouldn't it be nice if that coverage would really be worth something to you in the event you have a problem, that it would cover you? I can help you to make sure that it does. That's all we're saying here. Thank you very much, guys. Give me one of these. If you didn't like what I said, give me one of those. Please share this with other folks. Let people know about this. Subscribe to my page. I'm looking for subscribers all week now. This is the new month, right? June 1st. Let's see how many subscribers we can get through the month of June. We have a fundraiser going on. Let's raise the subscribership way up there. We want subscribers coming from all over the country. That'd be great. Thank you very much, guys, and God bless you.